Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Hey everybody, welcome back to 100,000 subscribers. I got to change my ticker. Welcome back. Thank you for all of the well wishes and the congrats. You guys, the love is overwhelming. I really don't know. I'm not a good public, kind of person. I mean, I am, but I'm not, if that makes sense. But I really appreciate it. I mean, it's really overwhelming. I don't feel like I deserve it. I don't feel like I've done anything other than just be myself. But I want to give a special thanks really quick to cousin Trixie. She is the one. I don't have my gifts right here, but I did use my mug this morning. She made me the mug. She made the tumbler and the clock. And my clock is up back here. Thank you again for your thoughts and your well wishes. It's been amazing. I feel like a new person today. What's up, fam? Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, man. Well, I'm definitely not in this live stream to make friends. Because I don't think I'm going to make friends with my live stream today. But that's not why we're here. We're here to find out where Sebastian Rogers is. Why do I always want to say Robin? We want to find out where Sebastian Rogers is, right? That's the goal. That's the question. Where is Sebastian? And we follow these interviews, and they're getting crazier and crazier. Crazier and crazier. Thank you, moderators, for being here today. You might have your job cut out for you today. Lizzie, 25 months, and we are at 100,000.
So is that a joint?
Amazing. And you guys are free to have your comments about anybody here. I'm not here to bash anyone because I was just in Terry Lynn's chat, and I just want to make it known that I'm not on anybody's side. I'm on the side of what happened to Sebastian. I had so much fun last night too. It was great. The mother and son have been found, from what I heard. I was just looking at that. Miss Robin, a member for 19 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know we're going to talk about this for a second. I did. I cried. It was crazy. Yes, Tiki. This boy's got to come home one way or the other. I'm not trying to be, what's up, Tough Tiff? I'm not trying to be negative towards Seth or anything like that. So I just want to make that known. I know this isn't going to be probably a friend-making live, but I'm not here to make friends today. I'm here to talk about the truth and what's going on in this case. I'm bummed you missed it too, Robin. Potato wasn't here either, if it makes you feel any better. And I'm glad that everybody that was here, I'm glad I got to celebrate with you. You guys got a lot of gifted memberships last night. So utilize your memberships. Join our Discord. No wilted lettuce. So let's follow up before we get into this interview with Seth. Let's talk about yesterday's live. I have to correct myself, because I was sent the full screen videos of that footage. It's not aerial. What's up, Angie B? Coming in hot.
Just like the fajita.
And Texas Beach Bum received the gift. Congrats. No, we just started, Jenny. I know, Bob, whatever sparks my interest. I saw you here. Thank you, Post Woke. Wilted Lettuce, thank you for being here. Lane, bring him home. No matter what it takes, bring him home. Davy Jones says Seth has suggested the local cops are not following proper procedure, and it looks like he's correct. Maybe. We're going to listen and see. It's someone's doorbell. Or not, I don't know if it's a doorbell. It's someone's house camera. But I think, and this is what I think they used the aerial overlay to place where those lights were going, if that makes sense. Yes, I did. Do you guys want to see the footage first? I'll show you the footage. It's hard to see, but I'll show you what was sent to me real quick. It's not a big deal. It's not long, but it gives you perspective. So there's 3 of them. Let's play the first one. Trixie, welcome. I know you've been a member here and there. Welcome back. Gray Pearl. Yeah, it makes sense. So let me show you. Katie Proudfoot is a GPS techie. She's a techie, all right. She knows all about cameras. She knows all about whatever. I don't know if this has been out. Like I said, I just got this last night. If you've seen this elsewhere, I understand. But this is my first time having it and showing it. I've never seen it before. So if I'm behind others, I apologize, but it is what it is. Potato for 27 months. Thank you. Congratulations, she says. Couldn't have done it without you.
So is that a joint?
Mike Sanner, thank you. And I couldn't have done it without you. Literally. Thank you. Okay, so this is the footage, y'all. And you have to look up at the top. That's the big light. And then if you look to the right side, you see the little like subject 1 or subject 2 appear and disappear. You've never seen the full footage? Well, here it is. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to see. So you can tell they zoomed in. So where do you guys think this is coming from? Like, where do you think this, like, what road do you think this house is on? I appreciate you, Trixie. Do you see the little, do I need to get my pointer out? But do you guys see the little dot? It's very hard to see. No, this is the flashlight video. What I'm saying is Nick Barris cropped this, or whoever. So that's the thing. I don't know if Nick Barris cropped it, and I don't know if TBI cropped it. I don't know who cropped it. But you literally have to look at the very top. Like, they cut out all the vehicles. So what you're really seeing in the Nick Barris video is this. Okay. You're seeing this right here. Is this Chris? Is this Nosy Nate's name? Is this Nosy Nate? Did Nosy Nate move to Tennessee? Did Nosy Nate move to Tennessee?
What?
But you can see there's the subject 1. See it? This is what was zoomed in, I'm telling you. Explore Core. I think it's the neighbors from behind, the house with the fence. Okay. Eva, I appreciate you. I was wrong on the aerial. But now that we have the original, let's take the original and lighten it up and see what it does. Remember how we did that yesterday? Let's try to lighten this up and see if it looks, if we can like make things out, you know? What does that prove? It proves it's not a fucking garbage truck. I can tell you that. I mean, at the very least, you can say this isn't a garbage truck. because it don't move. And garbage trucks aren't one little dot. You know what I'm saying? All right, if we brighten this up. Hang on. Let me mess around with this for a second. I mean, you got to remember, this is, doorbell footage. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exactly how you want it. You have to make do with what you get. Cheryl, a member for 22 months. So proud of you. I love you. I love you too, Auntie Cheryl.
So is that a joint?
Well, you know what, Cheryl? It's fine. Let everybody have their things. I already said that in the beginning. I'm not here to make friends today. Damien, love you. I'm not here to make friends. That's not why I'm here. I'm just here to talk about where Sebastian is and what this video is and what's going on here. That's all. And if people don't agree, that's fine. I'm not attacking one parent or the other right now. I mean, I've gone hard after the Proudfoots,
So is that a joint?
and no one said shit.
Or is it a
We
cigar?
sat here and we watched Proudfoot and Proudfoot's ex, and no one said shit. But you start talking about Seth, and it's like, oh my God. So see when I make the gamma, see that? It's the video. I thought that was the aerial zoomed in. That's the video. So we turn that down, that goes away. You can see there's a flash. That ain't no fucking garbage truck, guys. There's no way. I think the top left is their house. I think that's the Proudfoot's house. And those are trees in front of the windows or something. I really don't know where those lights are coming from. It could be from the garage. Or it could be from the back, like that sunroom and everything, if it was all lit up. I don't know. Stacy! I love you. I love you. She's rebellious at 100K. Davy Jones Locker, why are you so negative? What do you mean, so what? So what? This happened in the middle of the night. Okay, we haven't heard anything about this boy. This 15-year-old has been missing for 50 days today. Oh, I will, guidance. 50 days. But I think if we look at those trees dancing in front of those windows, we might be able to tell where that's from. And if I'm right, which I may not be. Okay, Joshua, thank you. Which I might not be. I'm sorry your cousin passed away, guidance. I might not be right. But my guess is that is facing the Proudfoot's house, and that light source, which Nick calls, I don't know, subject 1 or subject 2 right there, is going towards the construction site. You think it's the garage lights, Lady Freedom? Oh my gosh. Robin, Miss Robin, thank you so much. That is so nice. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm so happy to share that with you. This is our 100K, not mine. It's ours. Me's and you's. We're doing this together because you know what? If it wasn't for a lot of you, I wouldn't even be here right now. And that's no joke. There's no fucking joke. All right, let's see. What's your email? Who is that sent the email? I'm just saying let's not read too much into such little information. Well, we don't have any information. Read too much into it. I mean, thank you, Maisie. I just feel like, how are we reading into it? This is actual footage from their neighborhood of their house, allegedly. And this is part of Sebastian's case file. We don't have many parts of case files. And I don't think that the cops liked that this got leaked, to be honest with you. I don't think they liked that it got leaked. Just my thoughts. But see, there's the whole thing there. So that makes it maybe not so pixelated. But now you know what you're looking at least. What's your email? David W. You've been here since the Watts days? That's crazy. Yeah, Natalie, I don't think, and how are you, Nat? I don't think that that's a garbage truck at all. It's one light, and then there's a second one light. Ave, thank you. They don't want to talk about it. No, I think that's right, J-Lo. I think what happened was, I think they got this video. Okay, now hear me out. I think they got this video, and they cropped it. They zoomed in, and they enhanced the video. And then they put the overlay on top so they could see where those lights were heading, like to get a perspective of where the big light is in comparison to subject 1 and subject 2. Does that make sense? Thank you, Scaramouche. Scaramouche. It's good to see you. Sammy, you're welcome to your opinion, man. I mean, I don't know these people. I know some of the creators that are covering this live there, and they've met them. I don't know them. I'm looking at this like I look at any case. I don't care how nice of a guy people are. That doesn't matter, you know? When it comes to a missing kid, I don't care. We have to look at everyone. You know, some people thought Don Wells was nice. He still got hell. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And Mike, hopefully Seth will get some answers from the 4 private investigators he said that he hired on a live stream. Wow. 4 of them, huh? Thank you for your super sticker, Mike. Bambi, are you serious? Oni, Jamie Claus, Gray's Ties. That is a blast from the past. No, you're not harsh at all, Sammy. I mean, it's how you feel. We're not here to like, you know, I don't know. I'm not here to make friends with these parents of missing kids. Like, that's not why I'm here. If they want to come on my panel and they want to talk about their child and they want to get the word out there, I am like, you know, more than happy to do that. I love doing that. If you go back through my playlist, I did that a lot in the very beginning. And a lot of parents of missing children. Captain Ganja just subscribed. We are complete, y'all.
You're awesome.
Shut down the subscribers. We don't need any more. We got Captain Ganja. But do you know what I'm saying?
You're awesome.
Davy Jones, I have a $25 keychain flashlight that can do better than what I see in the video. Well, then how do we know that that's not
So is that a joint?
Sebastian's keychain flashlight in the middle of the night? Holy cow, Meg P. Gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Meg P.
So is that a joint?
Wilted lettuce. The major thing that aggravates me about SR is that he always takes the high road. Yeah, I mean, if Seth wanted to come up and like, you know,
So is that a joint?
get the word out about Sebastian, like show his picture, talk about like, I don't know why it's always these small channels. If he needs help from the public though, why is, and I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm honored. I'm not doing that. But what I'm saying is, why the hesitation? Why? Oh, and I hate saying this, but why weren't they contacting the media in that first week?
Or is it a cigar?
Daz, who found it? Why weren't they? I mean, Seth says every interview he does or every call in he does at the end of the day that,
Cigar.
the first 48 hours is crucial and cops fucked up and all this. I think that's fucking unfair
So is that a joint?
because I watched the press conferences.
Or is it a
They
cigar?
scoured 2,000 miles. Can you imagine scouring 2,000 miles in Tennessee?
So is that a joint?
And to say they haven't done shit, I'm just like, is he at the end of his rope? Or is this how he really feels? Because this guy supposedly works
So is that a joint?
for the jail system.
Or is it a cigar?
I'm confused. So while they were searching, because he couldn't be a part of the official search.
So is that a joint?
So I was told he was out hollering Sebastian's name, which is what you're supposed to do when, someone's on the spectrum. They want to hear a familiar voice. But why not contact the media and scream his name?
You don't hold account.
You know what I mean? Think about all the dogs that were out in that terrain. We all love our animals. At the very least, those canines that are out there searching for blood and dead bodies. I don't know, man. I think that a lot of people need to take a step back. It's one thing to start talk out of frustration, but this is going a little far, in my opinion. Unravel, he said he was out searching from minute one. I don't know whose driveway it is. I'm just saying this is the full video, uncropped. I'll show you one more time. Nick Barris's part was this. And yes, it does show lights. You just have to look. This is Nick Barris's blown up version. That's all.
You don't hold account.
It's just the full frame without it being cropped, and it's brightened. See subject 1 or subject 2, that's all it is. But I think that that's someone's house. But down here, these are all cars. I don't know whose frickin' driveway it is. No clue. But it's obviously someone creeping through with a flashlight. And they want to say it's a garbage truck. It ain't no garbage truck. I don't know. I don't think it's a garbage truck. Do we have to do a poll? Let's do a poll. Crime and conspiracies. This is the house on the corner of Kellyn. Kellyn and what? Kellyn and Stratford?
You're awesome.
Can't tell, y'all. It looks like a light or like windows. Let's look real close. Look. It almost looks like windows with trees like blowing in front of them. Joshua, I just got them. Thank you. Let me take a look at what you sent here. Oh, yeah, I did get these last night. I did. It would creep me the fuck out. Thank you, Joshua, for reminding me about these. I can't remember everything, so thank you. We're going to show Joshua's photos in a second. I got so many emails. Wow. Okay. Let's look at Joshua's layover, and then we're going to get into Seth's interview. I want to analyze these better when I'm offline so I can play with them and see what if I can get them like better. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just think that proves right there it's not a garbage truck. And I'm not saying Seth is lying. Maybe authorities told him it's nothing but a garbage truck. Like they don't want him to know that they have something on camera that they're, trying to analyze further. I don't think it was an aerial, but I'm gonna show you Joshua's photos, and you're gonna see. Excuse me. You're gonna see what I mean. I think they used the aerial overview. Oh, there's more videos too. Here, look at this one. Here's another one. Check this one out. I'm not sure. I got 3 different versions sent to me. And you can see, you know, the brighter lights up. They're not so bright in this one.
You're awesome.
So I don't know if this is a different time. I think these might be, you know how Nick Barris said that a little while later, Subject 2 comes back? How much later is the question? Does Subject 2 come back? But that's the second one that I was sent. And then let me show you the third one. And you guys can let me know. You can plainly see a larger human on the left walking with a smaller human on the right. Larger bodied human has arm on smaller human. I couldn't see that. Why would it be a tow truck? Don't tow trucks have lots of lights and flashers and shit? Tow trucks are not inconspicuous, in my opinion.
La la la
Okay.
la la. You don't.
Okay, here's the next one. Thank you, Megan, for gifting. Looking Beyond, welcome. All right, so here's the third one.
So is that a joint?
Ooh, what does the time say on that?
Or is it a cigar?
Oh, shiz. Now, this one has been altered a little bit. And they're like zooming in. I didn't alter this. This is how it was sent to me. No, Crime and Conspiracies. I was worried to chat in Terry's because I didn't want you to be mad at me. I'm just tired of, like, when I speculate, people make such a big deal. And it's like everybody speculates on this platform. It says 3:11. That, dude, the clock says 3:11 on that bitch. And tell me the last time that you saw somebody's security footage clocks get stuck. Security clocks don't get stuck. How does that even happen? We're not in 1982 where the fucking things flip like your old alarm clock. You remember when those little things would flip and they'd get stuck and you'd be like, fuck. They don't get stuck. They might get flung, but they don't get stuck. Crime and Conspiracies, thank you for being cool. I can't tell if that's people or trees, guys. It's... Thank you, Reba. Thank you, Wigglies. Hey, Kristen. I know, but every time I speculate, I get shit. It's like, what? Garbage trucks and tow trucks are not inconspicuous vehicles. The analog days. Yeah. I mean, like, the clock got stuck. It's like, what?
La 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 la. You don't hold a count.
This is clearly not, that can't be true. If you're going to steal a flashlight, or if you're going to steal a child, are you going to use flashlights? You guys are funny. Yeah, it's not a garbage truck, guys. I don't know why they're saying that. I think because they didn't want this out. Right, Kelly Mack. I agree. So you're staring at, so the part that Nick Barris released, well, now they're zooming in, so it's really hard for me to do it. But we're looking up here. We don't want to look at any of these trucks. They don't matter. And the white thing we were seeing in the corner is a reflection of the truck in the driveway. Let me rewind this one. Oh, I can't. See, that would be subject 1 or whatever, or subject 2. That little dot that looks like a star. And then see the bigger... Oh, yeah. Here we go. You can see the lights. I'm telling you, man. But that down at the bottom, that's going to be the people's trucks. And that's not what we're looking at. We're looking over here at subject 1 and 2. There's 1 and 2. Did you see them? They were just both on the screen at the same time. I know it's high up on the screen. That's where it cuts off. That's the top of it. I can't expand it anymore because that's the frame of it. See, subject 1 or 2 over here is just sitting, and then the big light up here. Now they're zooming in.
La 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 la. You don't hold a
Right, I think it is lights on a house. But the little lights move and run at different speeds. That's what doesn't make sense. Funky, I guess it's possible because China. I mean, exactly, Miss Robin. I'm like, dude, the Marges in that neighborhood would be like, 3 in the morning, are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to show you his overlays. I just wanted to show this last video. So let me turn this off, and then I'm going to show you. Joshua was so kind to send us these guys, so give Joshua some love. So this is what we were looking at yesterday. This is a screen grab from Nick Barris's footage. And if you see subject 1 and subject 2,
you don't hold a count.
This is the actual like screen grab lightened up with an aerial and the lights being on the Proudfoot's home. So great job, Joshua. This is awesome. So if we were to go off of this being, they used an aerial to get the placement of those lights and where they are. This just might be a layout. Possible layout. And you can see subject 1 is in the construction site. Oh, thank you, Miss Robin. Oh, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna show you Guidance's video now,
You're
and then we'll
awesome.
watch Seth. I promise. Thank you for subscribing, Powder Packs. I have no idea why you're not pointing out that shadow on the truck. What do you mean? Cheryl, what do you mean? I'm glad you found my channel too. Motion sensor went off in that last video. Oh, it did? See, this is why I love y'all. Okay, so this is the overlay that, I'm saying construction site, da-da-da. Now I'm going to... I think it's 2 people as well. Thank you, Debbie Dunn. Debbie Dunn. All right, so let's pull up. Guidance did an overlay as well that I hear is absolutely amazing.
Vision. So
Okay, let's pull her up. Thank you, Guidance, for your hard work as well. And I'm sorry for your loss.
La 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 la. You don't hold a count.
All right, here we go. What am I doing? Okay. We got to make this bigger so we can see what the heck's going on here. There's got to be relevance, though, to this video, like I was saying yesterday. It's not a garbage truck. So now that we know it's not a garbage truck, we can tell it's not a garbage truck. It's not a tow truck. It's not any kind of construction vehicle. We'll watch those again, The Positive Life. And we'll look at that motion sensor. Because somebody says they see something by the trucks.
okay, here's my written up vision. So I'm marking off the lakes 1, 2. There's the 2 lakes that are in the construction area. What's being circled now is the alleged camera footage. There's the Proudfoot home, a straight line through the common area. and there's a possible passageway between homes depending on video surveillance, all the way to the main road. Even though there's no specific scent, I still want to give that option open. So then we go to the ground view. And once we get to the ground view, I zoom in on the camera right there that is facing towards the common area between the three homes. The home on the right, the home on the left, which is the neighbors right there, and the Proudfoots. You can tell the difference by the rooftops. They are definitely different. And my apologies on writing this because I don't have one of those to write with. I can't think of the name. But so trying to get a better view of what the camera saw. As you see, there's a runway right through there of the fence line as well. I initially thought it was bushes. And to me, it looks like fences between the common area and walking between the property lines. Now, then I go back out and I map the distance of the lakes to the house and where the camera is positioned.
How did you do
I
this?
believe this is where the camera footage was filmed, and that is the view.
You're awesome.
Let me know what you think. Let's get Sebastian home, and I hope you all have a beautiful day, and thank you for tuning in. We're here for one purpose, and that's Sebastian.
That was amazing guidance. We're going to watch it again.
Okay, here's my written up vision. So I'm marking off the lakes, 1, 2. There's the 2 lakes that are in the construction area. What's being circled now is the alleged camera footage. There's the Proudfoot home, a straight line through the common area, and there's a possible passageway between homes depending on video surveillance, all the way to the main road. Even though there's no specific scent, I still want to give that option open. So then we go to the ground view. And once we get to the ground view, I zoom in on the camera right there that is facing towards the common area between the three homes. The home on the right, the home on the left, which is the neighbors right there, and the Proudfoots. You can tell the difference by the rooftops. They are definitely different. And my apologies on writing this because I don't have one of those to write with. I can't think of the name. But so trying to get a better view of what the camera saw. As you see, there's a runway right through there of the fence line as well. I initially thought it was bushes. And to me, it looks like fences between the common area and walking between the property lines. Now, then I go back out and I map the distance of the lakes to the house and where the camera is positioned. I believe this is where the camera footage was filmed, and that is the view. Let me know what you think. Let's get Sebastian home, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.
So she's got it coming from, I'm going to show you just compared to what we looked at yesterday. If you look at the corner where she's got, see the corner of Stratford and Kellyn? See on the corner there that house has like the darker patch of grass right on the corner? Got the extra large lot. That whole area is actually the screenshot, the overlay. Let me show you from yesterday. All right, so when you look at
You don't hold account.
this here. Okay, so what I'm saying oh wait, hold on. Right here. The video. Right there. That is that same house with the dark green yard on the corner of Stratford and Kell Lynn. Hi, Dee Marie. Good to see you. And that's the same thing that Guidance was just showing us here. No, I'll show the other ones, Joshua. Relax. I'm not done yet. We're not done yet. But Guidance, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let me show the other pictures that Josh sent. Oh, I did already download these. It downloaded into a folder called You're Right, Use These. Oh, Joshua. What am I going to do with myself?
Because we bought snacks because, you know, he's 15 and snacks.
Okay, so here is Ariel 1. This is Joshua's work now. 2 and 3. Okay. So those are layered on each other. Let's go like this. So there's 1. There's 2. And there is 3 Joshua. 1 Joshua, 2 Joshua, 3 Joshua. So those are how he did the overlay. And remember, the video that Nick Barris had that overlay of the overhead view on it. Hey, Mark Klein, we made 100K, Mark.
You don't hold account.
Elise, thank you for being here. Oh, you want me to go back? I'm sorry, Guidance. She wants me to keep watching till the end. I thought it was over. I'm sorry. We'll go back and watch the end.
Even though there's no specific scent, I still want to give that option open. So then we go to the ground view. And once we get to the ground view, I zoom in on the camera right there that is facing towards the common area between the 3 homes. The home on the right, the home on the left, which is the neighbors right there, and the Proudfoots. You can tell the difference by the rooftops. They are definitely different. And my apologies on writing this because I don't have one of those to write with. I can't think of the name. But so trying to get a better view of what the camera saw. As you see, there's a runway right through there of the fence line as well. I initially thought it was bushes. And to me, it looks like fences between the common area and walking between the property lines. Now, then I go back out and I map the distance of the lakes to the house and where the camera is positioned. I believe this is where the camera footage was filmed, and that is the view. Let me know what you think. Let's get Sebastian home, and I hope you all have a beautiful day, and thank you for tuning in. We're here for one purpose, and that's Sebastian. Sebastian Strong,
Awesome.
and see you on the next one. God bless.
Damn. All right, hold on. I got to rewind that part and make it bigger for you guys. This is really good guidance. Susan, thank you for joining.
Or is it a cigar?
La la la.
I need to see that last part. I think I had it too big. So do you think so you think all those trucks would be in someone else's driveway then? That's nuts. Your logo's over the light. I am just ultra failing today. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to use Google Maps. And I'm going to ask you. See, this is what I don't understand. How could the truck be sitting in the road? You're saying the road was blocked off by these trucks? I'm confused. I just don't see where the trucks fit into the overlay. You did, Andy? It has to be out by 6 a.m. They probably start running at 6. What did Harley say? Or authorities told them that he has to say it's a garbage truck to throw off Chris and Katie. That's what I was thinking. That he's not allowed. Or they may not have even let him know. They may have let him know. They may have not let him know. I don't know. And maybe he's saying these awful things about LE. I don't know what you're talking about. My banner's not on anything. Is he saying these awful things about LE? Is it a ploy? Shit, now you guys just threw a whole nother wrench into this. Now I'm looking at this a whole different way. J is for justice. Just so you know, I called Sumner County. There is no evening trash pickup, let alone 2 a.m. trash. Maybe they were throwing evidence in their trash bin. Nicole B. Thank you, Mark Klein. Nicole B. J is for justice. Did you hear in one of Seth's first YouTube interviews that a neighbor was looking for their missing cat that night? I found that really interesting. I did not. I did not. Seth did say on Dolly Vision that there are some big things he isn't able to talk about. Your local LE is substandard. Let's watch that one video again because you guys seem to see something in that. Oops. Let me make it full.
La la la
Okay.
la la. You don't hold a
Thank you, Sarah, for subscribing. Y'all are rock stars. I appreciate you, Rev Fam Grandma with monkeys. Rev Fam Grandma with monkeys. Hi, Robin Malete. He loves animals, KP said. He said, I saw the video in its entirety and it was a garbage truck. Harley says Ellie is trying to get Katie and Chris to talk, so they're giving the narrative that they want to give, a garbage truck. We know it's not a garbage truck. Do you think that's why Ellie is also not confirming that the scent went to the retention pond? Because maybe Ellie knows that Sebastian did go in that retention pond and was possibly moved from that retention pond?
You're awesome.
Amanda, I think we can all agree on that.
You're awesome.
She says, I don't care what anybody says. The images we are looking at is not a garbage truck. But look, there's three garbage cans in this driveway. There's several trucks. Are they zooming in on a person? Dude, I feel like I'm watching Nosy Nate's footage all over again. Do you know how many hours we sat there watching Chris Watts' truck sit in the fucking driveway on slow mode? Hours. Hours. Just watching and waiting. We'll play the other ones and see what those look like now that we're looking at the vehicles and not in the distance. Maybe we're looking in the distance and we're not supposed to. Maybe the distance is, maybe they cropped and put that out because that part isn't evidence, but this part is.
I don't know.
So hot in her.
So was this released to show, hey, we've got some footage from your neighbor, but they're saying it's not evidentiary because that little cropped part isn't, but the vehicle part is?
Flung.
And we can't forget these arms. His arms are like Brian Koberger's hands. So that's why that little clip isn't of evidentiary value. Because it's nothing. The part they cropped out is what matters, and it is. So they're not really lying when they say it's of no evidentiary value. And we can't forget the arms. I mean, just saying. Yorkies don't fuck up arms like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Chris Proudfoot's got lots of splaining to do. I hope he enjoys his RV right now because I think that he's going to have lots of questions to answer. All right, here's another rendition of the video. There's 3 different renditions that I received. No, they weren't enhanced. I screen grabbed that myself from a video. Not enhanced, Gray Pearl. I enhanced it, yeah, so I could see the scratches better. I didn't go there and doodle fucking scratches on his arms, though. Nope, those were there. Just changing the contrast made them more visible. Trust me. His arms are fucked up. Yeah, ain't no Morkies doing that. Is that a motion light or a floodlight being turned on? What are we seeing here? Damn nosy Nate all over again. So where am I supposed to be looking by the vehicles, y'all? I don't think that, because I don't think he thought they were noticeable. Oh, and secondly, do you know how long it took me to get that screen grab of his damn arms? Because they were barely visible in the video. Do you see someone alongside of in the reflection of that black truck? Is that what you're looking at? No, I'm telling you, his arms are barely visible. This is the most I could get. I think he told them to keep it from here up, but they got his arms got in the frame a couple times. He looks like he got wrapped up in a damn raspberry bush. That ain't from no Morkies. I raised Yorkies. I bred them. I raised them. I had 3 of them. They don't fuck your arms up like that. They just don't. And furthermore, Chris Proudfoot doesn't really strike me as the Yorkie Morkie playing kind of guy. Especially the way he went, shh, and shushed them. I don't think he's coming home going, hey, guys, I'm so happy to see you, says the guy who slaps or whacks an autistic boy with a belt on his buttocks. This guy's a piece of crap. He doesn't play with Morkies. He's a liar.
Psychopathy.
It took me a while to get his arms in that frame. I had to play it on slow-mo. I had to pause it. It wasn't an easy task. So I promise you, those are his arms, and those scratches are real. And I don't buy that they're from Morkies, just like I don't buy that there's a garbage truck in this video. I just don't.
You're awesome.
And if Morkies are freaking clawing his ass like that, maybe they need to get their nails
You're
cut.
awesome.
Because Morkies are like 5-6 pounds at most. A cat would fuck you up maybe like that, possibly. Not a Morkie. Chris can take his Morkie loving ass and take that story somewhere else, because I ain't buying it. Oh, I know, buttocks and on the outside of clothes. Like, why would you even say on the outside of clothes unless it wasn't? Look up the death of Logan Payne. Who's that? Is that related to Katie Payne? Thank you, K9. Why is there like 5 or more trucks in the yard? I don't know. I don't know. Looks like a freaking car yard. But this is another video here.
You don't hold a count.
I mean, obviously you can see some movement. Hang on, let me pause it. I really can't. Up here, like this is where I'm looking. Around here, is that where y'all are looking? Like you can see something in the reflection of that truck? Right, who's spank? Well, right. I think guidance is right. It does look like it's coming from the corner house. I agree. I just wonder what they picked up, because there's got to be more. And them releasing a clip of this and saying, oh, it's of no evidentiary value, maybe it spooks someone to think, oh my God, was I seen? I mean, yeah, the TBI may have appeared to, effed up the Summer Wells case, but think about how many kids they do find. They're not in the business to not find kids. I understand frustration and shit like that, but there comes a point where you got to be real. The TBI and the FBI and the law enforcement are not there to deliberately not find kids. And this dude, Seth, does not have friends in low places that are going to. It's just not. It's not what you guys are thinking, I don't think. I don't even know who Logan Payne is. I don't know, Shaker Maker. They didn't want that video out, I don't think either. Mark Klein says, in my day, my dad would say I beat his ass. Oh, your dad wouldn't say, I swatted him on the buttocks one time over the clothes. Chris Brown, but he's such a liar. He thinks he's slick, though. It's funny. I mean, it's not funny because Sebastian, but it's funny that he thinks he's so smart.
Because you're a liar.
I don't know. I thought it looked like there was a reflection. Let's get into Seth's interview now. The whole reason that we're here today. Oh, is that video the video that supposedly caught Sebastian taking out the trash? I don't know. I am exuberance. I was following up from yesterday. So we have them telling us that this is a garbage truck. We clearly know that it's not. We're being told that there was no scent, even though we hear with our own ears the dispatcher saying that Max dove in the fucking retention pond. Now we have lights leading to that retention pond that are a garbage truck. We have a scent that isn't a scent diving into the water. Now, you know as well as I do, when law enforcement arrives on the scene to do a search, we've seen it a billion times in body cam. They get a personal item of the person that's missing. They're not searching for Katie's scent. They're not searching for Proudfoot's scent. They're searching for the missing person. So Katie allegedly gave them a blanket. Max sniffs the blanket. Max runs down a path and dives into the fucking water. I'm not going to ignore that. I can't ignore that. I can't ignore that. Can you guys ignore that? I can't. It's dispatch audio. Max dove into the he went down the path to the construction site and dove in the water. But they drained the water. They didn't. Wrong date on the video. What do you mean? What does it say? It says 2/23/24. I can't explain it, y'all. I can't explain it. I don't know. All I know is that's the same thing that Nick had and whatever. Oh, I know. La, 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 la. You don't hold accountability.
She said, we came home, we planted flowers on the side of the house.
My monkey says, does anyone remember talk in the beginning about a car, possibly an Uber at 3-ish a.m.? I never heard that. Max was not the only dog that hid on that retention pond. 2 other dogs did. Right, Skinny. Exactly. Ellie says it was a false hit. Why drain the pond? You wouldn't. And then Chris Proudfoot talks to Narcs Divers, and he says, well, there's a lot of runoff. I don't know, there's a lot of runoff since he went missing. So he knows that there's a lot of runoff. And then they find a Vivint hat in the pond. Just saying. Weird. Oh, and then a searcher comes forward on Facebook in a group and says, oh, that's my hat. And we all believe it. You could make any name you want on Facebook as a Proudfoot or as anybody and say, I'm the searcher who lost my hat. After they drain the retention pond and it fills back up, wouldn't that be a spot where a dumb fuck would think, oh, let me toss something in there because they already searched it? Kimberly Wells, I have a client who is an LE dog handler. I asked her about the dog and pond diving in. He says that was without a doubt a fresh hit. That's what the guy said too. And there were footprints. They wanted to know what size shoe. There was a lot going on in that dispatch. Plastic in the pond. Yep. I don't remember the Uber. Did they drain the pond before the rain and tornadoes? Sebastian might be stuck in a drain pipe. I don't know. I don't know anything about the pipes there. She is James Swain. She is a rock star. We can't be putting Katie involved in death of family members. Come on, man. Just because she had a family member that died doesn't mean she did it. Let's not do that.
La, la, la.
You can't. I mean, how can you deny the dispatch? A false thing made the dog jump in. Like, the dog literally just sniffed Sebastian's blanket and then dove in the water, and we're going to go, oh, that was false? I don't believe it. Then they drain it just to make sure? Nah. Nope. I think that's what happened, Teacup. I think he was moved. And I think Proudfoot thought he was so smart when they drained it and nobody was there. Okay, let's get into Seth's interview from Crimes Lines. Oh, shit, I can't remember the name of her channel. Crimes Lines and Videotapes? I don't know. Crimes Lines and Crimes. You guys, I would love to keep looking shit up right now, but I want to get through this interview with him. And then we'll see where we're at. Okay, here we go. It's not that long.
Welcome, and I'm so sorry for what you're going
through. And FYI, this is his camera angle. This is the normal angle. This is him all around. I didn't do anything. I just cropped it to where you just see him. Okay, because they were on like a panel. So I just cropped him out. Here we go.
Through all the frustrations and physical injuries and just the hurt in your heart. What's going on today?
Just got out of physical therapy. Now I'm in traffic. There's a lot that doesn't make sense with what's going on. There's just a lot that doesn't make sense.
Can you guys hear it okay?
You know, people... I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I take everybody's opinion with a grain of salt. By the way, if you sent your number to a Facebook, it is not me. I don't have social media. The only thing I have is YouTube.
Oh, well, crud. Okay.
So if you see a profile out there that says it's me, it's not me.
Well, damn. Okay. Somebody's got my phone number then.
So, well, whoever wants to be me, they don't realize what that tells, because I don't.
Okay, so I have to tell truth when I know that there's something that's untrue. I don't know when he deleted his Facebook, but he did have Facebook. So I don't know how long before Sebastian went missing that his Facebook just was deleted, but I'm telling you, based on my research, and I know that he had Facebook, at least 2 accounts at one point in time. So I don't know when he got rid of them. And I'm not saying he's lying, but just take it into consideration. That's all. He's very adamant. I don't have social media. I don't have social media. Yet his mother's all over it. His mother is all over Facebook. Thank you, Valerie. Right? His mother's all over Facebook, but he doesn't have it. But I have proof that he did have 2 accounts at one point. I don't know when he deleted them, but just throwing that out there.
What that tells, because I don't even want to be me right now. There's people that everybody has an opinion, but I don't have social media, so I don't really have to listen to their opinion.
No, you don't. You're doing the work. He's your son.
I just want to find it. That's all I want to do.
Mm-hmm. At what point did you start getting the suspicion that maybe you're not being told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth from Katie.
Pretty much day one, while I listened to her story, because she changed it multiple times.
Okay.
I mean, for the first 3 days, I was at their house until Chris decided that he wasn't going to. He didn't like my sister setting up a GoFundMe. He didn't like that.
Okay, let's go back a couple seconds here.
Chris decided that
Nothing but the truth.
Listen to this part
from
right
Katie.
here.
pretty much day one, while I listened to her story, because she changed it multiple times.
Okay.
La la la.
I mean, for the first 3 days, I was at their house.
For the first 3 days, I was at their house.
La la la.
I mean, I ain't judging here, but was he out searching or was he at Chris and Katie's for 3 days? And if he was at their house, what the fuck were they doing for 3 days? I'm not judging him. I'm asking a legit question. 3 days? That's the first, right? The first crucial 3 days is like 48 hours is the crucial time. I don't understand. 3 days? Terry, I ain't saying he's lying. I'm just wondering what they did for 3 days together. But he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know if they searched their RV. He doesn't know if they searched the vehicles. He doesn't know anything, but he was there for 3 days. I'm confused on that. That doesn't make sense.
Day one, while I listened to her story, because she changed it multiple times.
Okay.
I mean, for the first 3 days, I was at their house until Chris decided that he wasn't going to. He didn't like my sister setting up a GoFundMe.
I'll turn the alert box down.
He didn't
Sorry.
like that. You know, and it's like, well, you may not like it, but she asked, and I told her she could. And it wasn't for finding Sebastian or anything like that. It's my sister knew that I wouldn't go back to work because my son's missing. I got a phone. You know, so the fact is that he didn't like it, and I had to deal with it. I'd like to think that neither one of them had anything to do with my son's disappearance. But they could always come, help pass out flyers, help search.
Wait, maybe I can turn this. Hold on, my bad. My bad. My freaking bad. I had you guys like this.
I've never told them that they can't. They have just chose not to.
Well, what pisses me off is that, they can't get off their dead asses to go search, but they go sit at the damn Cracker Barrel. And they say it's because, the public's so mean to them. Well, I mean, aren't there people at the Cracker Barrel?
Yeah. It's allegedly somebody's leaking my address and my phone numbers out to people. I still don't have anybody showing up at my house until yesterday. I had somebody actually walking the street taking pictures of where I live. I stood on my front porch smoking a cigarette and just stared at them. I mean, welcome to the Constitution. You have the right to sit there and take pictures of my house from public property.
Yeah, how about it?
Doesn't bother me at all. I don't hide anywhere. You'll find me. My truck's pretty noticeable.
I sent you a message in private chat with my email and phone number, by the way. Can you see that?
Me too, Songsmith.
See
Inconsistent.
where it says one where I've got a message. Now I got two.
Now you got two. Look at that. You're popular.
Okay, so Mr. Potato Head said, did you hear his explanation about how Sebastian lied about Seth punching him in the head? I absolutely did. Why does this guy get a free pass for child abuse? I don't know. Why? Because you have to choose one side and it has to be one or the other? I ain't picking either side. He said that Sebastian's head hit his hand. If that's not fucking covering something up, I don't know what is. People's heads don't hit hands. People's heads don't hit hands. And then I'm taken back to the paperwork that Katie Proudfoot filed in court, where she said that he would stand outside and stare at the neighbors. It sounds familiar to him standing on the porch staring at the people driving by. Because he has no qualms about telling people to go over to the Proudfoots, right? They're fair game. Go fuck with them all you want. I don't know, man. I'm not convinced of this.
More popular than I really ever wanted to be.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly. Have you been talking, I'm sure, regularly with law enforcement?
They're not going to give me any information. I got tired of giving them, because I was getting leads, and it was like I was giving them leads, but I believe that they're talking to Katie and Chris more than they're talking to me.
So what does he mean by that? Like they're being questioned over and over because they're not being forthcoming? They're talking to them more than they talk to me. Right, Scott Perkins. I don't like it. It's not a good sign. Jay, have you heard about how he got revenge in the past while working in food? Says a lot about character. No, I haven't.
It seems to me because they have all the answers they need from you. There's a lot of questions about when you saw the video of Sebastian at the restaurant, what was he wearing?
Yeah, I got in trouble. I wasn't supposed to tell anybody that.
Okay, well then don't say anything. That's okay. Don't want to get you in trouble.
Well, I already got in trouble. I mean, trouble is one of my middle names.
Why is he in trouble? I don't get it. He already got in trouble for what? And I agree with you, Captain Ganja. And I agree with you, Glenda. I think that they play games as well. Chance Grace, no idea why SR is hanging onto the jailer as a job, but checking out Davidson County Deputy Seth Rogers, I also called. What does that mean? Gustave says, I want to know more about these leads. Yeah, me too. What leads did he have? And why does he say that he has an idea of where he is, but he doesn't have the resources to get to it? Thank you, Riva. I appreciate you. You have to look at it from abroad. You got to look at it from the outside looking in. I'm not emotionally attached to this dude. I don't know him. Never talked to him. I've been live. He's never once come in and said, hey, I want a link. You've got 900 people here. I want to get the most I can to, get my son out there. Never. Never. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, at least he went on Nancy Grace, but I'd be screaming from the rooftops. I'd be contacting every media source that I can. I'd be contacting every news show. I would do everything in my power especially at 50 days in. Well, I think maybe saying he's positive he's alive is keeping hope. It's not bad to keep hope. I mean, if he wasn't keeping hope and he was like Don Wells was, oh, I'll see Summer in the resurrection. That was sus. Him thinking that he's alive, that doesn't seem weird to me. That doesn't seem weird to me. Hope is good. Hope is a good sign. If he didn't have hope, I'd be worried. Thank you, Micro Kimmy. A lot of people don't know this, but our cell phone camera is always emitting light. It's visible on night vision in the dark. It may be cell phones. Huh, I didn't know that. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. Who said he was a bad guy? We're not here to talk about if he's a bad guy. We're talking about Sebastian Rogers being missing. I don't know this guy. I have no idea who he is. All I know is what I've seen. KP said in her interview they are updated frequently and they don't even tell Seth anything per his interviews. Do you really believe that Katie's updated frequently? I don't know if I believe her. Gray Pearl, you have a really good point. Oh, he got in trouble about the last scene in clothing. I remember that now. Gray Pearl, his sexual innuendos are overlooked and disturbing considering his son is missing. I've noticed a few off things too. Doesn't mean he did anything. Seems like they all have a lot of history, you guys. I mean, he went homeless after Katie hooked up with Chris, and it seems like they all have quite a past under their belts. I mean, Chris has 5 marriages. Seth was married to Katie and went through this horrible divorce and this with custody with him and all of this stuff. And then Katie and her bullshit. They all have bullshit under their belts. I mean, let's just call it like we see it. It doesn't mean he did anything wrong. It doesn't mean that he's bad. Damn, man.
Flung.
But we all know that when kids go missing, we got to look at who's the closest to the kid. L.A., why was he homeless? It sounded to me like he got booted by Katie. Like he was staying at home with Sebastian. I don't think he was working because she was deployed or whatever. But, I mean, we also can't ignore the fact. I mean, why is everyone ignoring? I'm going to bring it up. Why is everyone ignoring the fact that Katie was 19 and he was 30 when he got her pregnant? What does a 30-year-old have in common with a 19-year-old? Katie comes from an abusive background, does she not? And then she fell into the hands of a 30-year-old when she was 19. I mean, all of these are facts. Do you guys think that that's okay? I don't. I think it's a little odd, to be honest. I don't feel like a 19-year-old has anything in common with a 30-year-old man. But what do I know? Yeah, she was 19, he was 30. I mean, we can't ignore the facts. It is gross, Potato. He was born in 1980. That makes him, what, 44? And how old is Katie? Mr. Tomato Head, he told the whole world that Sebastian wet the bed, has questionable sexual behavior, and he thinks he's coming home. Yeah, that's That's a good point, Mr. Tomato Head. I mean, you can't deny this stuff. You can't ignore the dispatch audio. You can't ignore Max the dog who just sniffed Sebastian's blanket. Yeah, Kelly, it's wrong. I mean, it's off. It's off. Yeah, they're legal. He's 45, right? If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that was what I read. Unless that was incorrect information. Let me double check my source, because I see Terry Lynn saying he wasn't 30. So let me check. Because if Sebastian's 15, that would make him around 30 when he was born. But how old was Katie? I'm going to double check that. I'm not saying it's against the law. It's just off. Katie's 34. I wasn't wrong. Katie was born in 89, and let's see, Mr. Seth was born, where is it? He was born in June of 1980. In June of 1980. So that would make him 44. So if Sebastian's 15, or he'll be 44 in June, sorry. In 2 months, he'll be 44. In 2 months, he'll be 44. I'm just saying I wasn't lying. It's what was 1 year off. I'm a meme girl. I think the police said they were playing that, didn't they? True crime knitter. Yeah, that's gross. Well, when you're 43 and 34, it's not that big of a deal. But when you're 19 and 30, that's different. It just says a lot about maybe Katie's mindset and his mindset. Because Katie doesn't seem like the most mature woman to me. Because snacks. You know, she just doesn't seem like the most mature woman. So at 19, if he's attracted and they have this mutual relationship, I feel like mentally maybe they were like the same age. You guys can judge me for thinking it's off. You can think whatever you want. I don't know. My daughter's 23, and I would tell her that a 30-year-old's probably a little old for her. They're probably in a different period of their life at 30. I don't know. Just me. Yeah, so he'll be 44 in June, just to clarify, and Miss Katie will be, she's born in August, she'll be 35. So that means she was 20 when Sebastian was born. And Mr. Seth was 28, 29 years old. So, not saying it's a huge deal, just a little fun fact that was really made out of a mountain made out of a molehill, to be honest.
Okay. Do you know if they have searched the RV and their cars?
I have no idea. I know they haven't searched mine. I've literally told them they can search mine, you know.
I have not, Allison.
Now, what is all of this panic talk about polygraphs? You're in law enforcement. You know, polygraphs, they're not admissible in court. Nope. They can be fooled. I understand you took one recently.
Yeah, they're still grading mine.
What does that mean? They're still grading his? Does he mean scoring it? Exactly, Caroline. And then she got deployed. Do you really think, okay, let's use our brains. Do you think that 19-year-old Katie Proudfoot, who was getting ready to go in the service, wanted to get knocked up? I don't think she wanted to get knocked up. And I think that's why she wasn't able to bond with her son, because she was deployed. He stayed home with the baby. When he's asked about memories of Sebastian, he talks about changing his diapers. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's weirdos everywhere, not just here. Grading the poly?
Why all the different stories from Chris Proudfoot? You know him better than we do. Why one day has he taken one? The next day, TBI said he didn't need to take one. Then he says he took one and passed. Then he said Nancy Grace lied to him.
Question that would be, I mean, just so many stories that you can't believe anything that the gentleman says.
Carly.
You know, took a polygraph at the beginning was Katie. I took one because Miss Grace asked me to.
Uh-huh.
But they're still grading it?
I don't know if
Miss
he's
Grace
taken
is
one or
still
not.
grading it? I don't get it.
I don't.
Is that true that he really said, and now I can't watch everything, guys. This is what you guys fill in the blanks for me. But did he really say that he fell asleep? Brooklyn? Did he really say he fell asleep? Well, they score polygraphs, but I'm pretty sure they score them while you're taking them. But polygraphs are used for mainly for interrogation tactics. So if he takes it and he fails, then they can use it and try to get him to talk, meaning all three of them that took them. And LE has not confirmed that Katie passed anything. LE hasn't cleared anybody. How do you fall asleep? How do you go on night streams for hours every night and not fall asleep, but you fall asleep during a poly? Most people are so nervous for a poly that they're breathing heavily, and the polygraph person has to say, slow down your breathing. You're usually so nervous. How the fuck do you fall asleep during a poly? That's going to clear you of having anything to do with your missing child that's been gone for over a month. What? You can't take a poly on pills. But it's called a polygraph score, is what I meant. It's not called a polygraph grade. It's not an assignment on your GED, you know? Thank you, Anna. Falling asleep. You can't be on meds when you take a poly. They don't let you do that. He's taking pain meds for an injury that he can't explain, which is obviously weird too. Just saying. These are all questions that I think a lot of people have. I don't think I'm the only one with these questions. And he was asked what his injury was from, and he says, I have no idea. I have no idea. Did he strain himself searching? Because someone asked him straight up, like, did you hurt yourself searching? I think it was, I don't remember who it was, but he said, I have no idea how I hurt myself. I can't see them allowing you to take a muscle relaxer before a poly. That seems off, but what do I know? I would take nothing if it was my son. I would take nothing. I'd be in there completely clean. Mike Sanders says people take pills to lower reactions. They're asked if they took anything, so it's their word, especially if it's a Nancy Grace one, right? It's not an LE one. It's Nancy Grace administering this. I mean, that would be like Chris Watts falling asleep during his poly. We'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, can you imagine if Chris Watts fell asleep during his poly? But why does he say he doesn't know why? That's what I don't understand. Melanie says, I'm a new subscriber because you agree with me that their age difference is gross. At that age, it is. It's weird. You have to wonder what mentally they have in common at that age. When you're older, it's not that big of a deal. But it's worth noting. It's not worth, dwelling on, but it's definitely worth noting. And then he said it was his neck, and I don't know. How? I don't know. I don't know. Well, he surely didn't keep to himself that his son wet the bed and was SA'd at a young age and all this embarrassing stuff, and then he expects him to come home and face all that? I hear you, WSU. What's up, WSU Mom Kim? Good to see yo ass in here. Kristen Shuddy, thank you so much. She says, congrats on the 100K, and you deserve it. I love you and everyone here. No, I don't think Nancy's sitting down at the table. But I mean, he definitely is slurring and stuff. So I think they would notice that. So I think that Terry's, she's saying that they were aware of what he's on. Because you can't really hide it when you're on muscle relaxers and you're slurring. So we don't know. I don't know who is doing the polygraph. Don't you remember Don Wells fell asleep as well? Didn't he fall asleep, Don Wells? No, I don't think I think he's maybe hiding just dirty past. I don't really know at this point. Terry, who did the polygraph? I appreciate you filling in, Terry. I really do. Was it the Nancy Grace or was it through TBI? Do you know? I'm not saying he had anything. I'm not saying anything like that. Mr. Tomato Head, you have a point. I mean, both of the Wells fell asleep and they made Candace come back. Candace. It was Candace. And she had to come back, remember? They told her to go home and get her story straight and come back. Can you imagine, though, if Chris Watts fell asleep during his lie detector? That would be insane. All right, let's keep watching. Dawn.
Understand what it's like.
Yeah.
I'd rather have still been that private person that I was before it.
Okay, Dog Defender, I understand that. Chris Proudfoot was basically throwing shit out there, but I still would never out my kid like that. I don't care. Let Chris Proudfoot out it and look like the jackass. All that would do is show Chris Proudfoot for the jackass that he is. It's not going to, I would never. Thank you for answering, Terry. I would have never outed my kid like that. Never. I mean, this isn't a 5-year-old. This is a 15-year-old that if he comes back alive, he has to face all that. Being in everybody in the public on Nancy Grace, for fuck's sake. Amy, you can think whatever you want. Cassie Roku, how are you? And I think that's a puss ass excuse. No one's going to stop looking because Sebastian was essayed. Would any of you stop looking? No. Seth ain't dumb. He knows people aren't going to stop looking. Why would anybody stop looking? Because Sebastian was essayed as a kid. Like that was his fault. We're not looking because I'm not covering this case because I like Seth or I like Katie or I like Chris. I'm covering this case because I want to know what the fuck happened to this boy. I want to know what happened to this boy. And I think you guys do too. Fuck the feelings. It's 50 days. And I don't know why we're signing petitions getting the FBI involved when the FBI is involved. I don't get it. It says right on the TBI website, right here. I was just reading it before we went live. It says, we continue to work with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and the FBI. The FBI is involved like a motherfucker. They've been involved in the beginning. That's who's analyzing all this video, is the FBI team. That's why they still have the electronics, with which Seth is mad about. Why is he mad that they still have the electronics? Let's keep listening.
I'd rather have never had to be on a podcast, never had to be asked an interview. I'd rather have been, my son live with me, be going to work, coming home, my son there. All this that's going on is just a lot of stress in my life that nobody really ever needs. But as I was told, better suck it up, Buttercup. So I did. I've never been one for interviews. So I enjoyed my private life, going to work, coming home, spending time with my son. And now I don't know if I'll ever get to spend time with him again.
Cheryl.
How are you feeling physically? I know you said you had to go to physical therapy. Is that for your shoulder or just all the above?
Actually, it was for my neck. They said that my shoulder pain was being caused by my neck. So.
Christine Alaska wants to know how we can help.
Best way to help is, besides keeping your head up and your eyes open, is passing out flyers. That's where tips and stuff come in, because people might be seeing my son.
Let's light the chat up for Sebastian, please. Sebastian's Army. I see the godfather of the case has made it in. That is our friend Trevor. I'm sure you know Trevor, Seth.
Trevor Lee? Yeah, I know Trevor.
Any intuition, inkling, or anything where Sebastian could be?
I have my ideas. I just don't have the resources I need to track it. So.
What does that mean? I have my ideas, but I don't have the resources to track it. Why is he talking in code? Why not just say what you need? What do you need? What are the fucking resources you need? If you can't say, why bring it up? I don't get it.
Pretty much just winging it.
Are you getting any advice from the people you work for?
And furthermore, if he's like part of this law enforcement, why aren't they helping him? Why aren't any of his friends from work on their days off helping this guy? I don't get it.
I think his sound cut out a little bit. Okay, there you are. Think you're going to have to refresh your mic. Are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Okay, now we're back. Do you have any thoughts on Chris Proudfoot's family? Good, bad, or indifferent? His sister has made some kind of really strange statements, and his mom and stepfather, their goofy asses took off to Alaska right after Sebastian went missing.
Yep. I know they did. I know, for the person that for Maddie to be sitting there and making the comments that I heard that she made on Facebook about that's my grandson, and for her to turn around and disappear to Alaska with her husband Terry, that kind of actions speak louder than words. I've always been a person that believe actions speak louder than words.
So is he talking about wanting to go to Alaska? Are those the resources? Pat Carrington, I'm so sorry that you don't like the F word.
I hate you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I'm really sorry. I say it a lot. Not a ton, but I do say it. This interview is with Crimes, Lines, and Videos or something. It is serious. I just don't understand what the resources are. Why not just say, something? I don't know.
You got that right.
So
thanks, Mike.
Because you have a child in your family that you can't find. You don't go to Alaska. He's not in Alaska. Just like Katie going down to Mississippi with Chris. And she's like, well, because he could be anywhere. Trevor's in the chat. I put the link up, Trevor, if you want to come up. Trevor said Seth's actions speak volumes. He wants his son found.
Yeah.
Do you know if you can tell us, you can tell us. If you can't, we're going to understand. If law enforcement's looking into any connections to them running to Mississippi or Chris's goofy family running up to Alaska.
I read a funny comment.
I don't know. I don't even know who's leading the investigation anymore. I don't know who's doing the investigations. I've looked on Sumner County website to see if my son was on there, and he's not even on there under their missing persons. So I don't know a lot of stuff anymore. There's
Well,
no
hang
more.
on. Isn't he on the TBI website?
It is on the TBI website.
Okay, so it wasn't on the county sheriff website, but it's on the TBI website, and it's a nationwide Amber Alert. So I feel like that's like a needle in a haystack. Like, that's not the utmost importance, right? I'm more concerned about where he thinks his kid is, and he doesn't have resources to track it. And I got to flip it this way, I guess. Hold on.
Trevor said they haven't even listed him on their open cases. How do you feel about that?
Who, Sumner County or TBI?
Sumner County.
Well, my opinion on this matter is that the first 48 hours is the most important. And they just marked it as a runaway listening to his mother. They didn't take into effect that even though he's 15 physically, he's not 15 mentally. He has he's has autistic traits, and he's been diagnosed with autism, and then his chromosomal deletion. All of that, you know.
This kind of reminded me of Jen Soto with the traits. Now it's traits. Is it a diagnosis or is it traits? What the fuck's going on here? And why wasn't the therapy he was getting good enough? What is going on?
Is the most important. And they just marked it as a runaway listening to his mother. They didn't take into effect that even though he's 15 physically, he's not 15 mentally.
But what is he talking about? They only took into consideration his mother. He said he was there the first 3 days. Wasn't he also speaking with them? I'm not understanding. There's been a definite line drawn in the sand, and I don't like it. Because when these parents draw a line in the sand against each other, it's no longer about this kid. It's no longer about this kid.
He has has autistic traits, and he's been diagnosed with autism, and then his chromosomal deletion. All of that, you know. Mentally, he's not 15. You know, maybe 10. And it took 3 days to get him as an Amber Alert. Their policies and procedures they're not designed for a child that is on the spectrum. And they should immediately have put him on the Amber Alert. And they should have definitely have investigated differently when it comes to the investigation part. The search and rescue is one thing. They did a lot for that. But they should have turned around and dusted for fingerprints, looked for anything that might have been out of the normal, you know. And they didn't do that. They failed my son.
I agree, because like you said, the first 48 hours is the most important. So why take her word? Why on earth did they not just conduct a proper investigation right off the bat?
Well, good question. Maybe their deputy chief could answer that question. But you know,
What did you see what came out last night on your local news with Nick Barris, where he said he spoke with law enforcement and said it's an investigation, but the DA won't do anything because they have no physical evidence? How can that even be possible?
well, they have no physical evidence because they didn't do forensics. I mean, we're talking about they didn't tape off anything. They didn't come in. They didn't lumen all the house. They didn't dust his room for fingerprints that wouldn't have belonged there. They didn't do a fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to the investigation. They asked questions. Well, asking questions is fine if you're looking for a missing persons, but you don't know if,
Maybe, James.
that press conference was just wow.
I was a little disgusted by the press conference.
Okay, he has a problem with the press conference, but DYL, Dill, you have a really good point. My question is, why did they search a landfill right off the bat when he was listed as a runaway? That is a great question. If he's listed as a runaway, I don't think they're going to search the landfill. And if they search the landfill that picked up the garbage from the construction site where Max led them and dove into the water, we didn't have anything like that in Summer Wells' case. We had her sent, go to the end of the road, and it ended. Like someone scooped her up in a car. But Dill, that's a great, great question. They wouldn't. They know way more than we know, and they know way more than they're telling these parents. We have no confirmation he took a polygraph, James, because he said it. Chris Proudfoot said it too. I don't know if he stayed with them. He just said he was there the first 3 days. He didn't elaborate, and that's why I was wondering. Was it their personal trash that was heavier, or was it the dumpsters? We don't know. We're getting little bits and pieces. We're getting little bits and pieces of what evidence they have and what they found. There's human trafficking and missing people everywhere. In Pasco County, just north of me, every week I see missing teenagers. It's not just in Tennessee. It's not just in Tennessee. But if they thought he was a runaway, they wouldn't get a probable cause warrant. And they would have to have a reason to search the landfill. They can't just go there and say, oh, hey, we think we want to search this landfill because. He wasn't a runner. But yep, the neighbor said he was hiding under their car. There's so many lies in this case. It's sick. Okay, we're going to finish this.
Well, a lot disgusted. And I'm sure it was kind of quite the punch in the gut to you.
Oh, yeah, because they said they don't have anything, and then they want to sit there and tell me that, get mad because I ask questions, and then tell me that they only want legitimate leads when I'm sending them everything, and I'm on legitimate leads.
Okay, hang on. But okay, this is what doesn't make sense. Hear me out. Midnight Spirit says they searched the landfill because they got tips from the garbage man that their trash was heavy. If that's the case, they would have searched, like Terry said, personal goes to Gallatin. So no, it can't be their personal trash that was too heavy. If it was their personal trash, why would they search the Kentucky landfill? They searched the Kentucky landfill because that's where the construction dumpsters were dumped. His scent went to that retention pond. Max dove into the pond. They searched the landfill where the dumpsters from the construction site are dumped. It wasn't their personal trash. It couldn't be. That's not where it's dumped. So make it make sense. Make that make sense. If it was their personal trash, why would they search a landfill where their personal trash is not taken? Mike says, watch Seth look right at my super chat coming up. He ignores it. Brooke, too scared to ask. Got to keep him around. So you super chatting this, Mike? Right, that's what Terry confirmed, that their personal trash goes to Gallatin, and the construction site trash was being dumped in Kentucky. Yes, thank you, Terry. So if the Proudfoot's garbage was heavier, why would they search the Kentucky landfill? See, that doesn't make sense. It has to be something from the construction site dumpsters. And you're not noticing that a big dumpster is heavier. Yeah, Nana, I did. It's a man. It's like a 27-year-old man or something. My crime time? Nope, I haven't. I haven't seen anything. I have seen nothing. What if he ran to the street behind the house and climbed into the trash truck? I don't think there was a trash truck there. Chris' parents live beside a landfill. Odd, it caught on fire a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's like a big dumpster. I looked for the news on that, if it was on fire yesterday. I couldn't find that news. Yeah, I know what the flashlight video says, Alaska. I can't explain it. It's something that I can't explain. They had a drone flying over the dumpsters in the dispatch. I don't think there was a trash truck there at. Why are you calling it trash truck? It's a garbage truck. Now I'm saying trash truck because I'm reading your comments.
You guys don't have any leads. That's what you're telling me. It's what you're telling everybody else. I heard that telephone call with Chris on it. I rode around with them.
Wait, how do you know? Wait, these comments is what gets me. Yes, please do, Terry. Smoky Barn News. Okay, thanks. She said yesterday. They have video of him the night Sebastian disappeared in the jail he worked in. Who's they? Where is this video? Yeah, and why that was supposed to be Seth's weekend too. Why didn't he get Sebastian that weekend? Roger Pike? You Tubians. Bye, Mike. Bye, Mike Sanner. I asked a relevant question on Pascal's show about the Wiener story. How old was Sebastian and how old was the other kid when it happened? He deleted my question. Interesting. Independently by the truck, they take the whole dumpster to dump? No, they don't. Mm-mm. They don't. No, they don't give you a new dumpster. I've seen them. We have them here in my community. The trucks lift the whole dumpster up and go, because they have roll off. We have a big, huge, long roll off dumpster too for big items. They don't bring those new every time. They empty them. Hey, nurse Jen, thank you for being here. Does he get Sebastian every other week? And why did he skip a week then? What happened there? J-Lo, I don't think he would talk to me. I don't really want to talk to these people. I just want Sebastian to be found, to be honest.
They showed me this. They showed me that. Well, isn't that nice that you're not even a biological parent, and yet they turned around and showed you everything?
Okay, we'll get back to this in a second, but back to the dumpsters. I believe that construction companies have to pay if they're over a weight, because that's why they get so mad when people use their dumpsters. Because I think there's something to that. Waste Connections. I agree, Kendi. Right, but he hadn't already seen him for 2 weeks. So why was it 3 weeks in between visits? Because he said that he hadn't seen him for 2 weeks. So why was he skipping a week? If he gets him every other weekend and he didn't have him the weekend before and he had him the weekend prior, why wouldn't that be his weekend? Whatever. I'm not going to bother going back to his interviews, but I could have sworn he said he didn't have him the weekend before. It was 2 weeks ago. I'm going to have to maybe find that later or something. That kid didn't walk out of the house with those shoes on, I can tell you that. No way.
Huh. Kind of makes me wonder how much somebody got paid.
Same here, because he's the last one that should be riding around with them. It should be you.
Okay, and I'm just going to say this. It's cool that, this interview, we're able to watch it and stuff, but I really feel like YouTubers get in the way and egg on the situation by putting a further divide and talking smack with the parents. In my opinion, if I did an interview with Seth Rogers, I don't give a fuck what he does for a living. I want to know about Sebastian. These people never talk about Sebastian. I'd be like, tell me about Sebastian. Start from day one. Tell me about the day he was born. Tell me about Sebastian as a toddler. Tell me what he was like when he started school. Tell me about his first day of school. Tell me about his friends that he had. I don't give a fuck about this guy's shoulder and watching him massage himself. I don't care. Tell me about your kid. Oh, he's smart. He likes video games. Do any of these people know Sebastian truly? I don't get it. I don't care about these people and their lives. But I do care when it comes to this missing kid. I could never imagine bringing this man on panel. His son's been missing for 50 days. 50. 50 days. And you bring him on a panel and you start clawing back and forth, attacking the other side, the other parentals on the other side. What good is that helping What good is this doing? I mean, yeah, we're watching it. I would never do this. I don't understand what good it does. Oh, yeah, he likes animals and reptiles and loves to fish. And he likes his video games. Oh, yeah, and he has autism and he growls. I mean, what the fuck? And he's got 3 flavors of shirts. Y'all, you ask me about my kid, I can name 100 things that I could say about my kid, and none of them would involve negativity. And I feel like this guy tries to play like the good guy too much. Like, you ain't perfect. Don't sit there and bash the other side. That's not helping find your son. It looks like, you know what it looks like, and it may not be this, but it looks like he's trying to shift, deflect. And I don't like that. Don't deflect. Keep the focus on your kid. Yeah, they get online every night and they bash Katie and Chris and the Proudfoots and the Bauer socks. I don't want to know about Bauer socks. I don't fucking care. These people kiss the parents' asses to get them on their panel. I'm just going to say it. Dutch mom, you're right. It's weird as fuck. Like, grow up. There's a 15-year-old that's probably dead. Frustrating. Right. No identifying marks at all. None. You're so right, lady. I'm going to go grab a Coke. I'll be right back.
You know, most of the time when you're doing a search and rescue for a child that's autistic, you'll have at least one of the parents, the biological parents, going with law enforcement because they could possibly scare the child and they need to hear a voice that is familiar to them. And yet, Katie didn't leave the house.
Mm-mm.
And they never once took me to go look for him.
It was very upsetting to all of us that instead of calling 911, she called Chris, who was supposedly 3.5 hours away and some change. Minutes count when you're looking for anything, but most importantly, a child. And she doesn't even leave the house.
Agree,
Why
Bella.
was she not knocking on doors? Why didn't she call you? You would have been out there in a heartbeat to find him.
They did call my phone. They said, well,
hold on. See, this is where the gaslighting comes in. You know, y'all, yesterday when I was saying, don't fucking gaslight me. SWD, don't gaslight me. Straight up coming in here saying, I don't have the facts like the rest of you do. Seth said Katie's car was searched, etc. You are stating things as fact inaccurately. No, SWD. I literally just played Seth saying, I have no idea. I have no idea if they searched their vehicles. I know they didn't search mine. SWD, gaslighting ain't gonna work here, y'all. It ain't.
Chris called my phone and sent me a text message. Both of them knew I was at work. Why didn't they call Davidson County and ask to speak to my captain?
Mm-hmm.
My captain, I mean, they would have literally pulled me out of work immediately and I'd have been there. Instead of me being there, you know, after I got off work. Doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. My son's not a runner anyways, and I tried to tell him that. But they
So
don't.
he's still claiming that Sebastian's on a runner even though he was found underneath a neighbor's fucking car? What? That doesn't make sense. Mega. So are you.
Don't listen to me. The state of Tennessee is. I have no faith in Sumner County. And the fact that they wanted me to actually come work for them, I ain't putting in an application. I can't work for a department or an office that cannot. They still have my son's electronics.
What?
You know,
This is the agency that scoured 2,000 miles. Wait, I have to show you the effect of what, I mean, I'm sorry. I get being frustrated, but this is a dick move. They wanted me to work for them like he's some fit prize LE officer. Are you kidding? No go. I support law enforcement. It doesn't always work out the way that we want it to. But damn. To say that? But you know what? It also comes to mind that nobody's cleared. Nobody's cleared. These are the agencies that were. Okay, let's talk about this for a second because that pisses me off. I'm sorry, y'all. It pisses me off.
Experts
this is what they did.
Indicate that Sebastian is not alive. We are going to follow up on every lead. We have a planned response if anyone has a sighting of Sebastian. Our patrol deputies will be out. Our investigators will be out. We are still coordinating with law enforcement across the state. We are still consulting with experts. This decision does not come lightly. We have consulted with, and I've deferred to the experts in search and rescue. Every time we've asked, they've said you've done everything you can do. At this time, Director Wanda?
Yeah. So we'll continue to have a command post at the fire station there. We won't man it 24/7, but we will have K9 units in the area. We'll have teams ready to go. The sheriff's office will have deputies on patrol, and if we get any report, we'll respond to that location. We'll send K9 to that location and search teams should we get any information. So we will continue, and any tips we get, we will.
Do you think these guys are lying?
Do
you think these guys are lying? Right. I mean, they don't give me any information. I wonder why. That's not the press conference that I wanted to find, by the way. It was the initial one where they were playing the music and stuff. Oh, here, let's listen to him one weekend.
All right, our top story this half hour. It's been nearly 1 week since 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers went missing over in Sumner County. Our Jaxie Pigeon live at the command center this morning with the very latest developments. And Jaxie, we understand reward money is now on the table.
Where'd the reward money come from?
That's right, Blake. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office tells us that a group of local investors invested a minimum of $3,000 toward any information that would help investigators in finding Sebastian Rogers. I now want to bring in EMA Director of Sumner County, Ken Widener. Ken, as we near this week-long search effort, where are you focusing starting today?
Well, we keep expanding. So we've expanded west and we're expanding north. We just keep expanding the search area, and we're bringing different teams in. Yesterday we had a group from East Tennessee come in. They're mountainous experts and they do caves, and so we've had any cave that we've marked, we've had them in those caves. The City of Gallatin has done all the storm drains in the area with cameras. So we keep expanding and just throwing everything that we can at it to try to get him located.
In terms of the search, you said you've been expanding. About how much ground have you covered?
We're close to 5 miles now. Now, the further south you go towards Hendersonville, we get into the city, and we would expect he would be located or seen if he were in the city. And we've gone into the city, sort of in the fringe, in the more not as urban areas of Henderson, but we've been all the way to the lake on the streams that travel to the lake. We've been to the lake.
And you have over 300 searchers here.
Well,
Yesterday
we had 330 on the ground, and then we'll run the numbers later today on how many come in today, and we run that as the day goes on.
And
330 searchers. Alicia, that's bullshit. Don't insult law enforcement by thinking that the Proudfoots, that dribbling idiot who sits there and says flung, is going to pay off the TBI, the FBI, and the multiple sheriff's departments that are involved in this investigation. There is no fucking way.
Flung.
No. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. I'm not taking this gaslighting anymore, damn it.
43 years in law enforcement, you told me. What does this experience look like in terms of...
And if they were looking for a runaway, they're not going to look in a fucking trash landfill and dig through trash with rakes and little sticks that they have to comb through this compacted trash. Come on. I mean, the conspiracies on YouTube just are fucked. The Proudfoots paid off the TBI, FBI, and the fucking sheriff's department. Even Kennedy couldn't pay off the FBI. But god dang it, the Proudfoots did. The Proudfoots did it. Get the fuck out of here.
People coming together to help out in this one mission to find Sebastian Rogers.
Well, one thing about Tennessee and the Southeast is we're always going to have people that want to help, and we get calls from across the state for people that want to come in and help us. And you know, the thing that we've got to do is be able to manage that. So we track everybody that's on the ground. The first 2 days we did 2,000 miles of people walking, and we haven't.
Do you hear these miles, Brandy? I'm telling you right now, no FBI or TBI agent is going to be directed by some podunk sheriff who has an in with Proudfoot. I don't care. I don't care. I grew up in a little town too. And the FBI is not going to cover up for a little small ass town. They're just not going to do it. That's bullshit. Maybe if they got a speeding ticket in that county or some kind of bullshit like that. But this? No. No.
Run those numbers through for the entire duration
These guys have worked their
of
asses
this
off.
operation, but yeah, it's great, and to be able to call in specialized groups that do the things that we can't do.
Hear this?
Is really good.
And what keeps you going as you're keeping going after this week just to find Sebastian Rogers? How do you keep going, you and your team?
Oh yeah, just the drive to find him. We'll go talk to the parents in a little while, and every morning we sit and talk to them. We want to do everything for them and for Sebastian to get him located.
Thank you so much, Ken. If you do have any information, you're asked to reach out to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office or the TBI. Also,
okay.
check.
So you heard, that gives you just a little background on how hard these men they've searched. They're in fucking caves in Tennessee. Would y'all want to be in caves in Tennessee? I wouldn't. But these guys were. You know why? Because that's their job, to find Sebastian. Now let's get back to the interview, because this is really going to piss y'all off. I hope you're ready.
Supposedly 3.5 hours away and some change. Minutes count when you're looking for anything, but most importantly, a child. And she doesn't even leave the house. Why was she?
No one said anything about being paid. Should I rewind, Seth? Because about 10 minutes ago, he said, I wonder how much someone's being paid. And Seth did. I just played it. So he said, I wonder how much someone's being paid. I wouldn't work for Sumner County. They wanted me to. But I wouldn't fill out an application. What? He just said it 10 minutes ago.
She not knocking on doors. Why didn't she call you? You would have been out there in a heartbeat to find him.
They did call my phone. They sent, well, Chris called my phone and sent me a text message. Both of them knew I was at work. Why didn't they call Davidson County and ask to speak to my captain?
Mm-hmm.
He said it.
My captain, I mean, they would have literally pulled me out of work immediately and I'd have been there. Instead of me being there, you know, after I got off work.
Something's not right. I'm sorry.
Doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. My son's not a runner anyways, and I tried to tell him that. But they don't want to listen to me.
He's not a runner, again.
The state of Tennessee is... I have no faith in Sumner County. And the fact that they wanted me to actually come work for them, I ain't putting an application. I can't work for a department or an office that cannot... They still have my son's electronics.
So?
You know? Why?
It's
Why
an
do you still have
ongoing
his electronics?
investigation.
Give them back to me. You know? Why is it that I have researched and found more information that I'm pretty sure that they haven't? They haven't looked at it at all. You know, they don't have anything. From my understanding, besides having family that works there.
Shifting,
you know,
deflecting.
Has the FBI been any help?
I've spoken with them, but it takes 60 days from the start of the case before you can request the FBI to come in and let the company that's...
No, he just said it takes 60 days to get the FBI to come in. The FBI has been in since day one.
Or the organization that is doing the initial investigation asked for him to step in. And I personally believe that after 30 days, Sumner County not doing what they should have done at all, ever, they should have released it to TBI and asked them to come in and given TBI 30 days to fuck everything up. And then ask the FBI to come in and
TBI fucks everything up too. So not only are there several county agencies that are fucking things up, but the TBI has also fucked things up. Potato has a great point. Look at the Gonsalves family. They don't know anything. They've been sitting for 3 fucking years, and they know their daughter was brutally killed. And they're not saying that they don't have a case, that there's nothing being done. That's a really good point. We just listened to all of the manpower. The FBI's been involved. It's right here on the TBI site. What is this deflection we're seeing? We continue to work with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and the FBI. The FBI's been involved from the beginning. 322-24. Special agents and intelligence analysts continue to go over and review information that has been collected since the search for Sebastian began. This sounds like they're not interested in a ground search anymore. Now they're investigating these people, and they know it.
They do their job.
I mean, the FBI card unit at the least, because they have ways of knowing if he was abducted or not. That seems to be what Katie is leaning towards.
Yeah, she's leaning towards that now. 30 days later, maybe somebody took him. Well, they've had plenty of time to clean their house, haven't they? Plenty of time to destroy evidence that was there. So she had plenty of time to actually clean up any evidence before, we found out he was missing. Because we don't even know when he went missing.
No. Mm-mm. Do we even know where Chris Proudfoot truly was? Do we even know if Katie was at home?
We don't. We don't really know anything.
Thank you, Mike.
We know approximately what time that they arrived back to the house, but, that would be looking at the video cameras. Chris and Katie have had plenty of access to those from all their neighbors. It took them 5 weeks to show me proof of life after I had spoken to him on Thursday. Five weeks.
Do you know if EquiSearch has plans to come back anytime soon?
Wait for
I have no idea. I have no idea. And I'm not really
Don Wells
particularly
vibes.
fond of David Radar's comments. He hasn't been out handing flyers out.
I missed it. What did he say? I missed it.
You what, ma'am?
I said I missed it. What did he say? Because he's no Tim Miller. I'll say that for sure.
He had turned around and stated that he thinks it's ridiculous that somebody would threaten somebody who's looking for a 15-year-old kid. But my volunteers to hand out flyers have been followed. I've passed on license plate numbers to both Sumner County and TBI. And the press conference, they were like, oh, nobody's being threatened or, followed or anything like that. And then, yeah, David Radar wants to open his mouth. You were there with TBI agents, buddy. I've got civilians out here handing out flyers. I don't see you coming to hand out flyers.
Why should Dave Rader be handing out flyers? I don't know, Miss Robin. I'm wondering. Casey Roku said something about that earlier on Terry Lynn's stream. Mark. They say he doesn't drink, Miss Robin. They say he doesn't drink.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the fact that they have drones and they can sit there and attempt to find my son. But why?
They can sit there and attempt to find my son. It's almost like he doesn't think that they can. I like that they have drones and they're attempting to find my son. What? I get being frustrated, but this attitude is weird. To say bad things about the guy from EquiSearch, I don't like it. I just don't like it. But who's in his orbit that's not, why isn't his mom saying, hey, hun, why don't you stay off the live streams on YouTube for a couple days? Why is no one directing this guy? All he does is go on and bash the other side. That's not helping find Sebastian. It's just not. You tell me one way that helps. It doesn't.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the fact that they have drones and they can sit there and attempt to find my son. But what happened with this? They searched for 2 days last week. What's that? You searched for 2 days after what? After over a month of what? Not searching? I've gotten information from people that doesn't make sense. Rockland Park, for example. I get some cadaver dogs and then bam, automatically they find a dead body. But TBI was there the day before searching. Well, did you not have any type of dog to go with you? No sniffers, no live dogs, No cadaver dogs.
Live dogs?
You know what? You just showed up and walked the. What kind of searching did you do? Doesn't make sense.
And what kind of a
Too many shoes. No, he wasn't, because they weren't allowed to participate in the official search. So that's why I asked what he did at Katie and Chris's for 3 days. But he seems to have no information, whether their vehicles were searched, whether they weren't. But now all of a sudden he thinks shit's been paid off, and yeah, they're done now because he ain't in the 2,000 miles that they searched. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt and say he needs a break. This bashing does nobody any good, especially Sebastian.
half-ass search is 2 days?
And this girl, I mean, no offense, but why would you call it a half-ass search? If someone can go out and search for 20 minutes, it's better than what you had 20 minutes prior. Why egg this negativity on? The guy's kid has been missing for 50 days. Isn't that negative enough?
What? You just showed up and walked the. What kind of searching did you do? Doesn't make sense.
And what kind of a half-ass search is 2 days?
Good question.
2 whole days? What, to get donations and everything? That's crazy.
Well, I don't think they did any donations. I mean, it was Sumner County, TBI, and the FBI. They showed up to help search. Did they have a possible lead for where they were searching? I don't know.
Well, according to what came out on your local news last night with Nick Barris, and he spoke with the district attorney in Sumner County, he said when they are told by TBI where to search, they go right out there. Do you see them out quite frequently searching?
I don't know where they're going to search
Grace.
because I don't get that information. So,
I mean, do the Bauer Sox and Proudfoots have that kind of pull in that community?
I guess they do. I guess they do.
Well, have you thought about possibly getting an attorney to help you like navigate with law enforcement and get things in the works so that way when Sebastian comes home, he comes straight to you?
Good idea, Janine.
Thought about it. More along the lines of private investigators and things like that. I mean, I've already spoken with CPS and I don't want him going back to their residence at all. He doesn't deserve to be treated like that. Nobody does.
You have found a lot of stuff out about his treatment just through listening to podcasts. I can't even imagine how that felt.
Listening to them make fun of the way he dances and the way he looks. I mean, seeing the reflection of the sneers in their facial expressions when they even talk about him. The fact that they can't even say his name.
He's right about that.
I know it's a lot to take on, but, and I'm no attorney, so you would have to get this advice from an attorney. If you filed for, full custody of him right now, I don't know how that would go down considering the situation. Then law enforcement would have to deal with you and not them.
Thank you, Sammy.
I'd have to find an attorney. I haven't actually been looking for one, so I guess I can turn around and look for an attorney. Something else to do too.
I just decided with this garbage thing, I'm going to do my own research and get to the bottom of where the construction, what the dumpsters, what company it is, and where the fuck it goes, because I don't know what to think. Because we're being told that their personal garbage was too heavy, and that's why they searched the landfill. But now we're being told that the landfill that they searched, their personal trash doesn't go to. So make this make sense.
Well, you have a lot of love in this chat for sure.
I appreciate it.
Hold on, let me read this super chat. Thank you so much, Sammy G. As a mom of an autistic kid, running and hiding, two different things. News 5 confirmed Kentucky is residential landfill. I'd be mad at the world if my kid was missing too, probably. Sammy, wow. Okay. So we were just told today, though, that their personal trash goes to Gallatin. So, interesting. News 5 confirmed Kentucky is the residential landfill. We are getting some conflicting information. Bye, Betty.
Fuck off and die. I mean, I wish they would just lay the hammer down and say, you have until noon, which it's 11:49 here. I'm Central Time. I'm in Oklahoma. So you have until noon. I'll just throw out a number to produce Sebastian.
Yeah, I've never known people to react kindly to threats. I know I don't.
Make you
well, I mean, if it's law enforcement saying, you're going to go to jail unless you produce your son.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do that. I mean,
I'm just throwing things out there, but I mean, I think an attorney would help you immensely. Getting custody of Sebastian would help you immensely. And then you can deal with law enforcement more than,
That's where it ends. And he doesn't ever come back. I don't know if News 5 did their homework. That's why I said I'm going to make my own calls and figure it out myself. I'm going to call and figure out what garbage company is what and where the fuck it goes. Because they're in Evansville, Indiana. They're in Kentucky. They're in Gallatin. I mean, what the fuck? It should not be this convoluted. No, I think that's where it ended. And he doesn't come back on.
Your son.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do that. I mean,
is he wearing a Homeland Security hat?
I'm just throwing things out there, but I mean, I think an attorney would help you immensely. Getting custody
Well, he might have
of
got a call.
Sebastian would help you immensely. And then you can deal with law enforcement more than,
I think he might have gotten a phone call and it probably kicked him. You know how when you're on like a call? Thank you, Shell. No, I'm going to go back through videos of people that were there and look at the dumpsters and call the number on the fucking dumpster. That's how you get the truth. You find out for yourself. He didn't want to address that because he's not going to. Well, another thing that I don't like is how he's complaining about people driving by his house, which I don't know, like any normal person that's just going to drive by his house, unless he's being followed by law enforcement and he doesn't like it and it's making him nervous. I don't know. Just thought. News 5. I'm going to look this up. Sebastian Rogers landfill. Let's see. 1 month ago. I see Kentucky landfill. Let's watch a couple of these videos. Hold on. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Emergency Management Agency is part of Homeland Security. Look for my... Oh, okay. I should have linked that extended version leaked about lights. Okay. Mark Klein. I'm sure there is, Cheryl. Call Nick Barris. I will. I'm on it. But let's watch this first. Here's the first one. They're short. It's probably going to be an ad, though. Put baking soda in the toilet.
I don't smoke in front of the family. I hide it because I'm ashamed of it.
Lulia, I work in Sumner County Jail and I know all the detectives. Chief Deputy is the most integral man there. Wait, hold on. I love this. Hold on. Lulia Lakeup. She says, thanks for sticking up for LE. I work for Sumner County Jail and I know all these detectives. Chief Deputy is has the utmost integrity. They are over 10 detectives and no one will jeopardize his job for the Proudfoots. Casper, you weren't blocked because I see your comments. No, Bean Feathers, I'm talking about what's being said about the case. Thank you for being here, baby Firefly. You guys are welcome to have your opinions, man. I mean, I don't know these people, but hey, let's listen to this about the landfill. Where's the volume? Oh, I hate these videos. There we go.
We do want to stress there is no evidence that Sebastian is at the landfill. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office tells us this is a precautionary search. Kentucky State Police confirmed they are helping with this search. It's at the Hopkins County Regional Landfill that is near the city of Madisonville. That's where trash from Sebastian's neighborhood ends up.
Well, police say they have not found a single camera.
Why? And this isn't. Why are we being told otherwise? That their trash doesn't go to this landfill. Shell, I watched an interview where he was straight up asked what he did to his shoulder, and he said, I have no idea. As he was massaging it with a massager. I did True Crime Knitter, and it's really creepy. They just said where the trash from Sebastian's neighborhood is taken. And news doesn't put shit out. They have to check it like 3-4 different ways.
An Amber Alert is still in effect for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers, who has autism. He disappeared from his home in Sumner County almost 2 weeks ago.
We do want to stress there is no evidence that Sebastian is at the landfill. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office tells us this is a precautionary search. Kentucky State Police confirm they are helping with this search. It's at the Hopkins County Regional Landfill that is near the city of Madisonville. That's where trash from Sebastian's neighborhood ends up.
Well, police say they have not found a single camera that's captured any sign of Sebastian since he disappeared. And they say search crews haven't turned up any trace either. Crews scaled back their search earlier this week to focus more on an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his disappearance.
We do have a crew on the way to that landfill in Kentucky right now. We'll, of course, send any big alerts about this developing story.
Nick Barris. Oh, he deleted that? Damn. Here's another one. Let's see what they say.
Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Sumner County investigators continue searching for leads in the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers.
Today, search crews traveled to a landfill in Hopkins County, Kentucky. It's where trash from Sebastian's neighborhood goes for disposal.
The teen has been missing.
Okay, so you mean to tell me every news station has it wrong, but YouTube has it right? I'm supposed to ignore all of these news stations that are saying their neighborhood trash goes to this Kentucky landfill. I'm supposed to ignore that? I can't.
Missing for 10 days now, and despite a large search effort, officials say there are still no signs of Sebastian. News 2's Adam Mincer is live at the landfill with more today. Adam.
Haley, we just heard a short while ago from the Sumner County Sheriff telling us more specifically that they spoke to the person who picked up Sebastian Rogers' trash that day he went missing 10 days ago, and that person told them exactly where that he dropped off the trash from that neighborhood. And that's where they've been searching all day. You could see over my left shoulder, there's a little bit of a tarp. It's in that area that we saw crews up until about 30 minutes ago. They've been here all day for about 6 or 8 hours total. I saw about 20 people. Let me actually show you a little bit earlier what happened. We have some drone video of that moment. There was about 20 or so people from Sumner County searching that area closely. And we saw them actually shifting through the trash using machinery to get through it as well. It seems like those people in those machinery are gone now. We spoke to the sheriff's office a short while ago. They say that their original plan was to keep searching until it gets dark. We're about at that time right now. And we have no updates if they found anything at all so far today. Now, as you were talking about, this is a precautionary move that they decided to make.
Precautionary?
They said that they're looking here just to make sure that they've covered all the possible questions.
All right, let's just talk about that. Cops don't comb landfills just to be sure. And they're all saying that his neighborhood trash. Let's go to another news source. You ready? We're going to go to another one. This is WABI. Oh, we already watched that one. Hold on. Fox 5 Vegas. No, we don't want that. WTOK. That's the same one. Okay, WDAM. We haven't seen that one yet. Let's see what they say. Oh, it's the same report. Here we go. WREG. Here's an article. And it says, on Friday, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office said a search of a Kentucky landfill did not provide any additional clues, which they wouldn't tell us if it was. And this was March 7th, updated March 8th. we go. According to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the landfill in Kentucky is where trash went from Sebastian's neighborhood in the beach area. Just saying what I'm founding. Well, I hope that, I've shed some light on, some of this craziness. And I hope that Seth, takes a break. And I don't think he did anything to Sebastian, but I don't think that all of this drama helps anything either. But yeah, we'll try to trace the garbage, the question of the garbage, the mystery of the garbage dump. I don't know. But if they're looking for a runaway, they don't immediately go to a landfill, right? Right, Jenny, and we figured out that video is most likely not a garbage truck. FBI black SUV researched what? Let me scroll back up and see your comment. I don't see. What have you researched, FBI? I didn't see it. Nicker says, I think Ellie is doing their job and collecting everything they need, and then they will divide suspects up. Yeah, they will. They will. No, they were looking for something big, I think. And why was there a bed in their driveway? Like, there's so many unanswered questions. And it's like, thank you, Betty. Thank you for being here, Betty. Whoa, Black Betty, ram-a-lam. Mainstream media stated the Proudfoots moved. Yeah, I don't know about that. Make you shit your drawers. This is simple. Find out the name of the landfill, and they'll tell you if they're a regular trash recycling dump or construction only. We will do our homework. And I'll be the garbage dump mysteries. It sounds like an episode out of Scooby-Doo.
Cheapers. You buzzed?
That's not what the news said, though, Black SUV. We're going to find out. I can't keep up with the Proudfoots. I think that, okay, but I want to end on this note because I don't want you guys going out of here thinking, oh, you did, Potato? I don't want you guys going out of here thinking that I'm against Seth and stuff. I'm not. I'm not. Oh, I have a special video to play. Don't go anywhere, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so who made this? Potato? Is this you, Potato? I was made a 100K video that I have to play. I'm probably going to bawl my eyes out. Did you make this, Potato, by yourself? You guys are so sweet. Yeah, I mean, he might be frustrated, guys. I mean, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I think it's hard too when your kid is missing and like your dirty laundry surfaces and it's like, fuck. And like, it's okay to, I don't want to know about his past. I really don't. I really didn't need to know any of that. But, where's Potato? Olive and Jams sent clips. Okay. Olive and Jams sent clips and Potato put this video together. I can't wait to watch it. Okay. I have no Kleenex, but I already like the beginning. Okay, let's get this up on the screen. You guys are amazing. Potato's a good video maker, too. Shit. Potato is really talented at videos. There it is. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, let's get this cropped. Flung. Oh my God. 5 years. 5 years of shiz wrapped in a 20-minute video. I can't wait to watch it. All right, guys, here we go. If it's sappy music, I'm gonna lose it, Potato.
Getting ready to just have a showdown. You understand me? He'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. He'll be coming to Steve Ryan-Ensign. He'll be coming to Steve Ryan-Ensign. He'll be coming to Steve Ryan-Ensign when he comes.
Oh, shit. My pajama party.
Turn it down.
What's going on, everybody?
Good morning, sunshine. We are live. Good evening. Happy Friday. Hey, is anybody with me? Is anybody with me right now? I'm doing a test stream to test my stream settings to make sure everything's good. Is there sound now? Hi, welcome to J is for Justice. I am Jay. Welcome to my channel. I swear to God, I'm gonna get things that don't have mute buttons because I'm terrible. I'm so sorry.
Oh shit.
Well, hot damn. My OG channel's back.
My OG channels. Oh shit.
Good luck. Because I'm pretty determined.
Roberta. Hey, Roberters. Happy hump day. Welcome to J is for Justice. My name is Jay. I'm your host, and I don't have my headphones on. I go upstairs and peace on the floor. I don't know how well you can see that. They're chewed to bits.
Oh God.
Chewed to bits. So we're gonna We're going down Beach Creek Road. This is what it would be like if we were all in a car together and Jay's driving. Try not to get car sick. Don't go down Beach Creek after dark. Is that what they say? Oh, snap.
It's like, what?
Yeah, I've never heard that either. I mean, why would anybody want them to...
We have to stand down.
Oh my God, what happened? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Did you lose me?
No, we just seen it fall.
Oh, my screen went like blurry, and then I heard, JB, we've got to stand down. I was like, what? Where's JB? And is he sabotaging me, my life?
Oh,
we
this is so fun.
Didn't hear that.
No. You didn't hear that?
No.
Thank you, Shell. It was Shell's super chat. It said, JB, we need to stand down. She says, who's Watts? LOL.
Darling.
I know. First of all, I'm wearing my present. So Shell got me this. Check this out, guys. This is like the coolest. I'm like Grady Judd's #1 fan. Watch. Check it. It says, just chill out. And he's got 7-Up and his moon pies. I am officially Grady's biggest fan.
Oh, I love you guys so much.
Huh? Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Well, not completely, you know. I mean, it's always there. It's watching.
It's been watching me for years. Every time I turn on the fucking computer, it's there looking at me.
Okay!
Hurry it up.
Roberta, Chris and Roberta, do you want them to go to Walmart and hang up a sign?
Oh, look at little Quentin. Oh,
Tamper.
Was she in Tamper?
Oh, shit. Oh, man. You guys put together some awesome clips. Oh, shit.
John Wayne Bobbitt's penis.
Oh, this is great. He checked the fucking mail.
Did you see him stop down to keep his mailbox steady?
Do you think you'll
Wabasso Wednesday.
Oh, I added some tunes.
This is great. He's pissed. It's about to stall out. He eventually gave up. What a fool. You guys are the best. Your buttocks.
I can't believe how long this went on, you guys. And we just all sat watching him. Don't stall it out, Chris. Olive juice.
Olive got a shout out.
What is going? Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't porn. I was. I remember what it was now. I was trying to play Paparazzi by Lady Gaga, and it was like her having sex in the beginning, and that was what that noise was.
You guys
I played the official video, is what happened. You guys crack me up. Then I muted it, I think, because I was freaking. I was like, what? Where did that come from? Hang on.
This is amazing,
I think
you
I
guys.
figured it out. I owe you and we'll make it up to you this Christmas, you'll see, with a winky face. What does the Culks have in store for me for Christmas?
Oh, Culkin!
Thank you so much, Shane. Carrie, thank you. You're my favorite. Roberta. They're all going to laugh at you, Roberta. They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. Literally, I said shell, didn't I? Oh, my God. I thought I should said shell. I said snow, shell. Oh, my gosh.
Roberta, I don't know.
I have no excuse, Shell. Shell is the mod boss up in chat. I know it's not the frame. It's two stools. It's two stools scissoring. I know exactly what it is. The stools are scissoring, and they're wedged in the door, and the other side is wedged against the stove. Well, I don't know how else to say that I do know what they're doing. They're scissoring stools, and they're wedged in front of the door.
City where it's an everyday occurrence. So something like this is just sort of rare, doesn't happen often, so people aren't used to it. It's really odd.
Not Jeremy.
Because, I don't know, I've never been this close to any sort of other...
Wait, why did that guy just disappear? Wait, what kind of video editing is this, Fox? Did you guys see that guy? Oh my God, this is the funniest shit.
You guys, we've had some great times. Thank you so much.
That dude just disappeared like a ghost. Look. Where did he go? What the hell? Watch.
I'm used to it. It's really odd. Because
it's not even an edit. Sienna's going to let you know if you're on the naughty or nice list. So you're going to find out today on J is for Justice if you're getting a present or if you're getting coal. So test Santa. I dare you. Test him. I'm just kidding.
Time to start the old car.
Oh, Lord.
It's been a while since this engine started. Let's see if it starts.
Oh my God, what if that was...
And it turned into just a crazy house. The moment she showed up in my house, just the weirdest crap started happening. Lights turning on and off, sounds of people walking in walls, and like sounds like footprints going up walls and across the ceiling, and like
what?
Stuff floating around, and it was just
what?
It was weird, and I hated it. We would go up and check on her. It started like every 4 hours at night, and then it moved every 2 hours at night, then it moved every hour at night, and then at some point Ruby said, you know what, I'm just going to start sleeping in there. And if I need you, I'll come down and get you.
Oh my God! She said, I'm just going to start sleeping in there. If I need you, I'll come get you. Don't come in here because I'm in here with Jody.
There's a lot of cooters. They're like a gang of cooters, and there's some that are like imposters, and they're mean, but they came in one night. They were totally hilarious, and they're like, we're the real cooters, you know. And then there's some cooters that come in that are just raunchy.
I gotta zoom in a little bit because look at her nail beds. Oh man, she has like toenails on her hands. Yikes. That is creepy. You guys are crazy as fuck. Creepy. I love it.
Going on in that home, or what went on up north that brought them into.
You got the belt. But he just told us with his own lips, his own Play-Doh lips. He said, LOL. Mike C, what are you talking about? Einstein, Jay. Jay, what made your choice? On a pipe? It's already there, Jammers, and she didn't even hear me. She stepped away, I think.
What?
No.
What, me?
Just the visual with the ear. Okay, back to seriousness. Opinion Einstein says, Jay, what made your choice?
Okay, it is what it is.
It is
Let's go ahead and bring the jury in. Oh, whoops. Yep, you're right. Juror
Oh my
23.
God.
I knew that.
Olive juice, welcome
What's
to
up,
the
Timmy? You
lounge.
want some raisins? Do you want some raisins, Mr. Timmy? Oh, I forgot we have a new sound bite.
Babies with them high top white shoes on, with the
Real
real
hard
hard bottom.
If you know, you know.
It's like a meat locker in my chamber.
So let's listen to her plea where it's like watching Chewbacca make a plea because all you can see is her hair. Okay, here we go.
I like how this is so close to the back of her head, too.
Really hope I
We might be able to see bugs if we look close.
a sincere apology from everyone who has made.
Now you got me crying. Oh gosh, that was horrible. Potato, you did so good. Thank you, vet girl. Oh, little king. This is so nice, Potato. I have no words. Tata, you got me. Too many kids. Too many kids. Damn, Tato. I know.
You guys are the most reliable, best community I've ever seen. And I've been to some other chats. And let me tell you, you guys by far are the most amazeballs. I can't even stand it.
Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Wow. Potato. Wow. I honestly have no words. That was beautiful. Amazing. You really must have put so much time into that. And Olive and Kendi, I think you said helped. I don't remember now, but wow. Jeff Kent says he almost cried too. That was so well done. Like funny, but then really touched on what we do. I'm so glad you're a part of it, Potato, and everybody else that's here. Thank you so much. That I have no words. I think we should just end on that. Thank you so much, Mama Robin. I don't usually cry, but Potato got me there. She got me there. Jams and Olive. Sorry. I forgot. I'm so overwhelmed right now. Funny. Funny, too. I love it. I love it. And I love you guys. All right. Let's get my shit together now. You guys, we've had some fun times, though. When you look back on that, and you watch those, we get up to some shenanigans, I tell you. And it's fun. We have a great community. We have a great community on Discord, which we built when we figured it out. Please join. Please join. You can replay it. I'm going to end on that note. Thank you again so much. I mean, I really can't express how thankful I am. It really means a lot. And I'm glad I'm not the only one crying. Thank you so much for your donation. That girl and Kristen and everybody else who donated during this stream and subscribed and hit the like button and everything. We are moving into the next realm of this channel, and I'm so glad to have you guys here. Shit gets serious now. Not too serious. We're still going to screw around and have our shenanigans, but you know what I mean. If you enjoyed this stream, please do give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't. We're going to roll our credits, and I'm just going to be grateful. And you know what? I'm actually going to put off the day bell until tomorrow. We're going to be a day behind. I need time to get the clips together and shiz. So tomorrow night, we'll cover today's day of day bell. And if I figure something out before then, I'll change it. But I'm going to put it off till tomorrow evening, if that's okay with you guys. Or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not going to do it tonight. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to get on a different schedule for day bell. Because I was here celebrating with you lovely people, so we'll do it tomorrow. Fuck it, we'll do it live tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Have a great night. Bye, Mark Klein, Calvin Klein. Bye, guys.
Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together.
Be sure to check out my other videos and playlists for more true crime content. And if that's not enough, you can join our Patreon. Don't have a tinfoil hat? It's okay. We'll make you one. It's that easy. See you guys in the next video.
See you later. Bye.
Now dance it out, you fools.
Woo-wee, that will scare somebody.
About you and your problems, I don't give a damn. You talk way too much, I have heard enough. About you and your problems, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn, damn, 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 damn. You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillac.
I have a hard time hearing you. Do you mind pulling your microphone down and then aiming it up at your chin?
You want one Jennifer or two Jennifers?
Thanks so much, Jennifer.
Bye, Jennifer.